What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So, before I get into the details, into the scoop, I'm gonna acknowledge that this isn't the kind of topic that I normally talk about. However, it is related to jail, criminality, which is what my channel is pretty much focused on, right? But this is about a guy by the name of Baby Shooter, right? A Crip from LA. And all weekend I've been seeing all these videos pop up on my feed about Baby Shooter. Him almost getting unalived in the LA County jail over the weekend. Him being attacked. Like all these different thumbnails and titles, right? So this morning, I decided, let me click on something, and obviously, I'm going to go check out is Compton Rick Rock, right? And I listened to just a few minutes of it. And I want to say this. I'm going to ask this better. What happened, California? There's videos of Poetic Flacco talking bad about LA gang members. There are other people from different parts of the country that say gang members in California are soft, watered down, and all this stuff. I don't give a damn about who is the most impressive gang members or anything like that. But there are certain things that even to me, as an ex-convict, ex-gang member, somebody who lived that life for so many years, there are certain things that are taking place, going on, where it literally has me like scratching my head. Like, what happened? How did it happen? And where do they go from here, right? And I'll tell you this, Crips have always got into it with Crips, right? Back in the days, Bloods never beefed with each other. But Crips, because there was so many of them, they beefed with Crips and Bloods, right? But Crip business was Crip business. Blood business was Blood business. Southsider business was, and so on and so forth. The fact that we're hearing that something happened to this Baby Shooter guy at the hands of other Crips, that in itself it's like, okay, whatever, something happened, right? But for us to be getting the detail that we're getting, for us to be hearing that it may have been a favor for guys that are from out of state, for it to be put on a phone call and blasted all over social media, I would have never expected that. Not out of the Crips, not out of the Bloods, Southerners, Northerners, nobody. Your business is your business. And you don't put it out there for everybody else. This dude hasn't told on anybody that we know of prior to the incident. I don't know what happened after. Prior to the incident, he didn't have a bad case. He wasn't telling on nobody. He was a Crip, an active Crip. They put him on a tier with other Crips. Maybe he didn't get along with them. That happens, especially in LA, in the LA County Jail. That place is crazy. But it happens, and you run your fades, and it is what it is. You don't put them on the phone and broadcast it, make it content for me and other people to discuss. I can't wrap my head around that. Like in my head, I'm thinking there must have been nothing but youngsters in that tier, in that dorm. Like there couldn't have been no OGs that been around, right? Like to be like, yeah, hey, somebody get on the phone and be on the phone so it can be recorded while you whoop this dude's ass. Why you belittle this dude and then expose him to the world? I remember in the joint, when a hit would have to go down, the hit would go down. If you weren't involved, it was none of your damn business. That's one of the reasons why when people want to ask certain questions to certain content creators on social media, and it's like, fool, you know, if you were really behind them walls, if it ain't your business, you don't stick your nose in it, because it could come with some problems, right? And I heard Aunt Jefe said that everybody's smoking spice in there, and I'm like, damn. I'm gonna be honest. When I was in prison, the blacks, they weren't known to do dope. They would drink, they would smoke their weed, but it was the raza and the whites that consume the majority of hard drugs in there. I don't know if spice is considered a hard drug, but when I see the way that people react to it, when I see it on social media, ain't no way. Dudes I was around, you ain't smoking no type of shit like that around here. You'd got hit. This motherfucker's gonna smoke something and he becomes a liability. A liability in jail, a liability in prison can get everybody in a wreck. And it's up to leadership. It's up to some OGs. It's up to people that are knowledgeable to be like, hey, man, that right there, nah, that ain't happening. I did a video years ago that at one point I stopped. I used to sell a lot of dope back then. I stopped meth from being allowed on the yard. At least Southerners couldn't bring it in. It wasn't going to happen. I lost money because of that. But I mean, I sold other stuff. But that's how bad that drug was. Where good dudes were getting caught up in their own head and flipping out and leaving. That was bad for business. Now, as soon as I left the yard, boom. The new guys were like, bring it in. We want the feria. We want that money. So for greed and some money, they were willing to allow people to come in and flip out and take off on them, right? I wasn't cool with it. But anyways, so this spice stuff that people are doing now, I don't think that should be used as an excuse. People should know what's expected of them. Whatever happened to this dude Shooter, look, look, I'm speaking hypothetical. Let's say whatever he said, he disrespected some men from another state, right? You whoop his ass, you get in contact with those people and have him get on the phone and apologize privately. You don't humiliate your own people like that. Times have definitely changed. Let this be a lesson to any youngster right now thinking being from the hood, being from the barrio, be cool as fuck, this and that, is all these fantasies you have in your head, and listen to that conversation on the phone. Listen to how they did their homeboy. As a favor, allegedly, to guys that weren't even from their neighborhood, let alone Crips. I don't know. I don't want to make this a long video. I'm just giving my 2 cents, man. Whatever happened already happened. Whatever fallout there is, hopefully, we don't hear about it. Because if we do, it's going to be content, man. But the line's getting very blurred. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.